আপনার জ্ঞানের পরিধি বাড়াতে চলে এসেছে জিকে অডিও জোন। সাধারণ জ্ঞানের অজানা ভাণ্ডার নিয়ে আমরা হাজির, প্রতিটা ক্লাসে নতুন কিছু শেখার জন্য। চলুন শুরু করা যাক।
Here is a curated list of 100 static GK questions and answers. These cover Indian history, geography, science, and the Constitution. Indian history and freedom struggle. 1. Who is known as the father of the Indian unrest? Bal Gangadhar Tilak. 2. In which year did the Battle of Plassey take place? 1757. 3. Who was the first Governor-General of Bengal? Warren Hastings. 4. Which Mughal emperor is known as Zinda Pir? Aurangzeb. 5. Who founded the Brahmo Samaj? Raja Ram Mohan Roy. 6. The Quit India movement started in which year? 1942. 7. Who was the first woman president of the Indian National Congress? Annie Besant. 8. The Gandhara School of Art flourished during whose reign? Kanishka. 9. Who wrote the book Discovery of India? Jawaharlal Nehru. 10. The Indigo Revolt, Neel Vidroha took place in which state? West Bengal. 11. Who is called the Frontier Gandhi? Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. 12. In which session was the Purna Swaraj resolution passed? Lahore session, 1929. 13. Who established the Azad Hind Fauj? Rash Behari Bose, later led by Subhas Chandra Bose. 14. The Vernacular Press Act was passed by whom? Lord Lytton. 15. Who was the last Tirthankara of Jainism? Mahavira. 16. The permanent settlement was introduced by Lord Cornwallis. 17. What was the real name of Tantiya Tope? Ramachandra Panduranga. 18. Who founded the Servants of India Society? Gopal Krishna Gokhale. 19. The first Battle of Panipat, 1526 was fought between Babar and Ibrahim Lodi. 20. Who was the Viceroy during the partition of Bengal, 1905? Lord Curzon. Geography and Environment. 21. Which is the highest peak in India, uncontested? Kanchenjunga. 22. The Majuli Island is located in which river? Brahmaputra. 23. Which state is known as the Molasses Basin? Mizoram. 24. The 10-degree channel separates which two land masses? Andaman and Nicobar Islands. 25. Which is the longest river in peninsular India? Godavari. 26. Dudhwa National Park is located in which state? Uttar Pradesh. 27. What is the name of the boundary line between India and China? McMahon Line. 28. Which planet is known as the Earth's twin? Venus. 29. The Sundarbans are famous for which type of forests? Mangrove forests. 30. Which Indian state has the longest coastline? Gujarat. 31. Project Tiger was launched in which year? 1973. 32. The Silent Valley National Park is in which state? Kerala. 33. What is the IST, Indian Standard Time, longitude? 82.5 to the power of circ e, passing through Mirzapur. 34. Which river is known as the sorrow of Bihar? Kosi River. 35. The highest dam in India is? Tehri Dam, Uttarakhand. 36. Which state is the largest producer of tea in India? Assam. 37. The Palk Strait connects India with which country? Sri Lanka. 38. Which city is known as the Manchester of South India? Coimbatore. 39. The atmosphere's lowest layer is called? Troposphere. 40. Which is the largest planet in our solar system? Jupiter. General science, life science, physics, chemistry. 41. Which vitamin is known as ascorbic acid? Vitamin C. 42. What is the powerhouse of the cell? Mitochondria. 43. Which hormone is known as the emergency hormone? Adrenaline. 44. What is the chemical name of baking soda? Sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO_3. 45. Which gas is commonly known as laughing gas? Nitrous oxide, N_2O. 46. The metal present in hemoglobin is? Iron. 47. Which instrument measures atmospheric pressure? Barometer. 48. Who discovered penicillin? Alexander Fleming. 49. The SI unit of power is? Watt. 50. Which acid is found in ant sting? Formic acid, methanoic acid. 51. What is the master gland of the human body? Pituitary gland. 52. Universal donor blood group is? O negative. 53. The speed of light is maximum in? Vacuum. 54. What is the common name for calcium carbonate? Chalk or limestone. 55. Which gas is used in fire extinguishers? Carbon dioxide, CO_2. 56. The study of fungi is known as mycology. 57. Which lens is used to correct myopia, short-sightedness? Concave lens. 58. What is the chemical formula of dry ice? Solid CO_2. 59. Which part of the brain controls balance? Cerebellum. 60. Bronze is an alloy of copper and tin. Indian Constitution and Polity. 61. Who was the chairman of the drafting committee of the Constitution? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. 62. The fundamental rights are borrowed from which country? USA. 63. Which article is known as the heart and soul of the Constitution? Article 32. 64. What is the minimum age to become the President of India? 35 years. 65. Who appoints the Chief Justice of India? The President. 66. The concept of Panchayati Raj was first introduced in which state? Rajasthan Nagaur district. 67. How many schedules are there in the Indian Constitution? 12. 68. Right to property is currently which type of right? Legal right. Article 300A. 69. The Rajya Sabha members are elected for a term of 6 years. 70. Who is the ex-officio chairman of Rajya Sabha? Vice President of India. 71. Which constitutional amendment is called the Mini Constitution? 42nd Amendment, 1976. 72. What is the maximum strength of the Lok Sabha? 552. 73. Under which article can the President declare national emergency? Article 352. 74. The first Speaker of Lok Sabha was G.V. Mavalankar. 75. Which body conducts elections for the Parliament and state legislatures? Election Commission of India. Awards, sports and miscellaneous. 76. Who was the first Indian to win a Nobel Prize? Rabindranath Tagore, 1913. 77. Dadasaheb Phalke Award is given in which field? Cinema. 78. What is the currency of Japan? Yen. 79. Where is the headquarters of UNESCO located? Paris, France. 80. Who wrote the national song Vande Mataram? Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. 81. Which day is celebrated as National Science Day? February 28. 82. Eden Garden Stadium is located in Kolkata. 83. Who is known as the Wizard of Hockey? Major Dhyan Chand. 84. What is the capital of Australia? Canberra. 85. The first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest? Bachendri Pal. 86. Kathakali is a classical dance of which state? Kerala. 87. The Gobi Desert is located in which continent? Asia. 88. Which is the largest ocean in the world? Pacific Ocean. 89. The Statue of Liberty is in which city? New York. 90. Who invented the telephone? Alexander Graham Bell. 91. Bihu is a famous festival of Assam. 92. Which is the smallest country in the world? Vatican City. 93. What is the full form of ISRO? Indian Space Research Organization. 94. The Silicon Valley of India is Bengaluru. 95. Who was the first woman Prime Minister of India? Indira Gandhi. 96. In which city is the Charminar located? Hyderabad. 97. World Environment Day is observed on June 5th. 98. Who is the author of Gitanjali? Rabindranath Tagore. 99. The first Indian to go into space? Rakesh Sharma. 100. What is the national flower of India? Lotus.